Hack, semi, what is it? Annual open invitational. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runners competing for the top 3 spot that will go on to brackets. And we've already started.
All right, so Justin Man has the lowest PB for Zelda 2 out of this whole group. He's in the top left. He got a P bag, so that definitely gives him a decent advantage. It looks like he's skipping Shield Town.
Yeah, he's gonna do the new route, except for I don't believe he does double bubble.
So he's going to do late Shield Town, which eats up a little bit of time, but it also makes a lot more guaranteed walk after Palace 2 when you're going to Palace 3. So we'll see that.
And he got bubble skip, so off to the races for Justin.
Yeah, the other 3 racers here, we have just still doing the old route and everything like that. There's basically a couple of variations now. There's the double bubble and late Shield Town, which are being used for more consistency. It's about the same timing technically if you get a good walk, but you get a more guaranteed walk.
Yeah, myself, I just do late fire. Shield is normal, as you do, like you said, you do lose time with the extra walking. And late shield.
Yeah, once you get up to a very high level, then doing the double bubble and late Shield Town with a more consistent walk, because most of your time save is going to be on Overworld. That's where it starts mattering most for more consistent runs.
Definitely, Overworld is the thing with this entire run, really.
And this is the 100% all keys category, so there's no glitches. The only, I mean, if you want to consider a glitch, it is just like possibly walking on the ceiling, which is allowed, and then a damage boost. And then possibly encounter skips, like forced encounter skips like you saw in the bubble skip there.
Oh. It's like Tweak caught a toenail from that Gorilla. And let's see. I got a reasonable 303-ish, 304-ish time.
Yeah, so since Justin Man is doing a late Shield Town, we won't really see who's in the lead really until probably about Palace 3.
Yeah. So have you played with any of the new route?
Yeah, the double bubble skip and the late Shield Town I really don't like doing, because I mean, you're talking about like the late Shield Town will basically eat up the same time as you would say with the double bubble skip. So I don't really like doing that. But the late Fire Town, we'll see if anyone does that. The late Fire Town is definitely a big save, and if you're skilled with the slinking, you can definitely get that skip a lot more consistently.
It feels like, well, so that's the route I run, but it feels like even if you miss it, recovery goes a little quicker than...
Yeah, you're still saving the time with the level ups. The level ups, I think it still saves like at least a second and a half, if not more.
Yeah.
From just like the shorter fanfare. So that is definitely a plus as well.
And so, we got what?
Yeah, so the other thing is players will be trying to get a 200 P bag drop Justin Man will be looking to get a single 200 P-Bag drop in order to get attack 4 for Palace 1. The other players have to get 2 200 P-Bag drops in order to get it, so we'll see what happens if anyone leaves with Palace 1 to attack 4 or not. That is a big XP lead, and it does help with less hits on enemies and everything.
Justin Man's a little low on life there.
Yeah, Justin Man.
Avoid those bots.
And Justin Man taking a death there.
Oh no.
So Justin Man a little bit rusty. So it's like you see Tweak getting the fairy here, not risking it with the bots being such low health. So I would say probably with that death,
Yeah, that's I don't know.
I would say probably Max Ketchums is probably in the lead right now.
It looks like he's just a couple of seconds behind his PV too, so.
But of course, it all depends on the Palace 3 walk and everything like that, if Justin Man made a wise choice. Or...
Yeah, that's a spot that is really kind of, maybe there's something I don't know how to do, but that's first RNG part of this game.
Yeah, Overworld is definitely going to be where you see winners and losers made, as long as they...
Jar for Max. I didn't see what Justin got. I guess he got a bag.
Yeah, so it looks like Justin Man will indeed get attack 4. And 1 life down shouldn't affect Justin Man, but we'll see if how de-rested Justin Man is.
Yeah, he can always grab extra life if he's a little worried. Ooh. Even Death Mountain, which is what I was instructed to do by Should I die before the hammer? Alright, so it looks like Ray Dude will have attack. Max is stuck. He's going to have attack 3.
And then we're waiting on Tweak to see if they get attack 4 or not. Well, actually, yeah, they will get attack 4.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. They
yeah, one more jar. Yeah.
The math in my head is not going correct. Alright, so yeah, it looks like Justin Man and Ray Dude will both have attack 4, so that puts them in a little bit of an advantage. When you're talking about really, really high skill players, it's not too much an advantage, but it is an advantage.
Yeah, it's maybe 10 to 15 seconds at the most. Also, Shield Town is worth about a minute, so for just some sort of idea, it looked like Justin Man hit Jump Town around, so that'll be 9:48 other runners.
Yeah, because I'm not sure on the late Shield Town what the... Especially since he's not doing double bubble, like what his normal entry would...
Oh man, Max almost didn't make it out from the trophy cave there.
Yeah, would not be surprised if he talked to the life lady here and jumped.
That'd be a good move. Oh, what did Tweak? Back 3 as well.
It looks like he's going 3-1-2.
Max could have kept going because he's about to get a level up in the first room of the next cave with enemies, but he couldn't take a hit before that happened.
Max went and talked to Life Lady just
Smart to talk to her.
yeah, because if he could have just like made a miss jump on the first cave and got hit by the Octorok and ooh, Justin man, low on life again. Takes magic instead of life. I'm not sure if that was a mistake or I bet he's just it's probably just muscle memory as well, because usually try and take that life 2 later on so you don't have to talk to the magic lady. Has a good pattern for the walk. So
it should be there.
One little touch on the bridge will kill Justin Man.
He's got to watch the.
Yeah,
I forget what the real name are. Trollfish or buttholefish, as I call them.
Justin Man in chat saying they're lol magic too, so definitely not on purpose. Makes it though, so does not get a second. Looks like Max and Ray Dude both get encounters on the way to Bagoo in the swamp.
So how much? Those are about 7 or 8 seconds, right?
I'd say in the swamp, yeah, usually an encounter is about 6 to 8 seconds. In the swamp, you're probably talking about 8 to 10 possibly. Because, I mean, you're also talking about getting hit, knocked back, and that eats up like 1.5 seconds. So if you're getting hit in those encounters, especially in a swamp, you're eat up. And looks like Raid Dude goes to the wrong block.
No. I missed that.
Yeah, Raid Dude went to the block next to Bagoo, and saw they were one of those 4.
It's unfortunate.
Tweet getting those encounters as well.
Oh, Ray Dude has been practicing a lot for this tournament, so pretty disappointing. But actually been on a really good pace here a lot lately, looking to better his. So hopefully he can come back.
Now, since you'll see Justin Man and Max Ketchum seem kind of close, but in reality, Justin Man still needs to get the shield spell after Palace 2, so that'll eat up about a solid minute just by doing that alone. So he should be in a lot bigger lead than what he is right now, technically. So I would say Max Ketchum's is probably in the lead right now just because of that. But again, if Max Ketchums has a horrible walk on the way to Palace 3, then we'll see about. And then we'll explain the walk from Shield Town to Palace 3 once Justin Man does it. Because there is a little bit of manipulation stuff there that goes on, and a little bit of pausing.
Yeah, it's basically another little bubble skip move, and then some wasting steps, right?
Yes.
So it looks like Schmitty Games has just entered first room of Death Mountain as well. We do have some other runners that aren't featured at the moment. He is also in Death Mountain.
Do you know if any of them?
Yeah, I've got the SRL page pulled up, but on right now are in the lead. DM is second room with the Octoroks. He's pretty close with Tweak, really.
Yeah, because the 4 players we have up here are the 4 lowest PBs. So these are your most likely to move on. However, Justin Man was in the first tournament, and the tournament's name changes depending on who wins the previous tournament. Ryak is the one that won the last one, and it was Ryak versus Raydude, I believe.
Ryak versus Max, and actually Justin wasn't in.
I thought Justin was in.
We had Light and Highlander. I think most of the people that are running right now. DM is new. I Love Lava is new. I'm not sure who that is. I haven't. But it looks like they might have reset. So.
All right. So Ryak, since they won the last tournament, this is run. Is this officially semi-annually or?
Really is what. Well, so we didn't know
like
what
quarterly?
we were doing right the first time. So it seems like quarterly is the timing folks want.
Okay, because it was just basically saying like semi-annual, quarterly, bi-monthly,
Weekly. What all the words you can put on it. Yeah.
So this is only the second one of them. So it's going to be quarterly. That's open to anyone. The first race is basically an open race for everyone that wants to basically sign up and be in it. And then the top 3 racers, the top 3 times from that first race, will move on to face the previous tournaments in a top 4, correct?
Yeah. Yep. The two brackets, right, seeded by their time in this race. The top 3 will face React, and then the other 2. The races will go on at the same time, though, but they'll be head-to-head.
Yeah.
Per some of the feedback we got from the first one, we did change around the format just a touch. So we could have unlimited entrants in the first round.
Yeah, so if everyone on the Zelda 2 leaderboards wanted to join the quarterly race and stuff with 100% on keys, we can actually. However, I don't think anyone has the bandwidth the computer to be able to watch 100 streams.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, there really there's not a ton of active runners in Z2 anymore. The folks that are playing right now are pretty much changing position on the board and still grinding the game. There's some of the top runners like plays every day and would walk through this tournament if he chose to enter, gracefully let somebody else have a chance. But
yeah, simple dude we call the human tasks, because as long as he does like a more consistent overworld, you'll see probably about the same amount of time, same amount of hits, everything. He's been speedrunning this game since it came out, is what he says.
So, looks like Max and Raydude are right on each other after the hammer. Justin's about to grab meds.
Yeah, but since the late Shield Town and everything like that, you'll see where that ends up being at. But so Max Ketchum's and Raydude, kind of like the race to watch, probably.
Yeah. Also, adjusted, he would be grabbing the meds at pretty much exactly 20 minutes. Fairly decent start, really.
The other thing is, Raydude has that advantage of experience, as you can see. Attack 4, 1, Magic 2, and Magic 1 and Life 3, with a 1400 experience. Max Ketchum's only has 681, and he's 411 level.
Yeah, and that's a remnant from the Attack 3 of P1.
Yeah, so you'll see them killing a lot more enemies in Palace 2, so that'll eat up time.
It's in sort of a similar boat. Schmitty is about to get meds here too at around 21. Where that puts him with everybody else.
And has Rated been doing no reset runs, or just trying to go for PBs? Like
He does resets for a little bit, but mostly certain point he just does a run. I think he's entertainment value
Yeah.
for the folks watching his stream.
Yeah, because the more attack 3 runs you can do, the better off you are in races and everything. So the more comfortable you are. But I mean, Radu does have attack 4, so he's probably feeling pretty comfortable. I know myself, I was just doing like a marathon run of Zelda 2. I nearly PB'd off on an attack 3.
It's really not like if you get a couple of bags afterwards, it's not a big deal. But that's at a higher level, right? Double hits help a lot at attack 3.
Yeah, attack 3 double hits. Instead of doing single hits and stuff like that, double hits will definitely help because you're getting normally like 2 double hits in there, which I mean, going through all of Death Mountain, that'll probably make you lose like the 10 seconds if you're doing double hits. If it's not double hits, I would want to say probably like 20 seconds. It's mainly in Death Mountain is where you'll see the double hits and stuff matter the most. Oh, and Medicine Cave as well.
Yeah, by then you should have attack 4 though. It should even out, but definitely early in Death Mountain. And that's the trick with attack 3. If you get a 200 bag drop early, then it's really not a thing.
Alright, so they're getting a fairy spell, and then just a man about to head into Palace.
Oh no, I guess I didn't see the first part of Just a Man's Walk.
Yeah, it looks like they got the encounter right before Palace 2 though, so...
Yeah, I saw a half, and it's probably 2 halves, and then a swamp. Which is not bad, really.
Yeah, again, Justin Man may look like he's in the lead right now. However, he will still have to grab Shield Town after Palace 2, or go to Shield Town after Palace 2 and grab the Shield Spell, which will eat up time for just the walking back up there and breaking the rock and everything. But it's a little bit more consistent walk after you get out of the swamp area for walking to Palace 3, which we'll explain that strat as it comes on and everything. Oh, there's Lordo, so Lordo would be able to explain it more or better than both of us.
The thing about these walks he invented, right? What's up, Lordo?
Tweak's timer is just not being captured right now. Let me check. Does Tweak have his timer on his...
I think he forgot to start it, is what it looks like.
So that's why. Yeah. So he'll just go by SRL timing.
Yeah. Oh,
And
he messed up starting it. That's fine.
yeah, and Ray Dude and Max Catchins are still basically neck and neck. As you can see, they're on the same screen, probably about a second apart, a second and a half apart. So that's going to be the race to watch right about now.
Yeah, and Ray Dude does have a bit of an advantage because he's already got life 3, and he'll way out of this room have attack 5. So
yeah, Ray Dude.
He didn't do the race skip.
Ray Dude has a lot of experience right now, so he'll be able to skip basically every enemy in the palace from now on if he chooses.
Yeah, so if he chooses to take Magic 2, which I think he does, he might leave it for... Need 200 experience points before he gets to Horsehead. Should he not take it?
Yeah,
he only needs 100, right?
Ideally, what you want to do is get a magic refill after you get the glove.
Yeah.
Which the item in Palace 2, because that... lots of runners will fairy glove, so if you can keep magic 1 until you get the glove, cast fairy, and then get the magic refill after the glove, then that is technically ideal.
Yeah. We'll be able to tell if he's going to do that. Well,
and you
no,
see
not
Justin Man not even fairying the glove. Already has the 1 death in Palace 1, so probably just not feeling comfortable with it. Making sure he has the magic cast.
Yeah. It's what, like a 3-second save for the fanfare-ish?
I believe it's 3 seconds. I want to say probably about like 1.5, 2 seconds.
Yeah. So it's worth it sometimes to be careful, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, Max.
Yeah, Max Catchins going in to visit Highlander in the lava there.
That's the worst room in that palace. It looks like he just missed an input, but it's pretty easy to get bit by those bots and knocked in as well.
Yeah, there's basically...
Oh no!
Oh! There's Tweak ferried out. Now see, you're almost better off taking the death than ferrying out, because it is about the same time.
Yes.
So there is a technically safe sword swing pattern to be able to go through that room. However, the bots can still do, like a frame perfect jumps to still knock you in the lava there. So that room is very dangerous, especially in races. And you see a couple runners taking the hits and going to lava. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta ferry out, but save that.
And there's another similar room in P3.
Yeah, P3, that's another room that can be quite tricky.
There I usually take the death, just because it's so long to get out.
There's Justin Man killing Helmet Head. So Justin Man will be heading towards Shield Town now.
Oh, 2908.
Yes, I want to say Justin Man is definitely not on PB pace. Probably, what, like 78 pace? Possibly?
He's pretty much a 30 even, leaving P2. I think he gets 77 off of this. I know I did.
Yeah, because if you're talking about like still having to go to Shield Town and everything like that,
it's a minute.
I mean, I would think
we'll see. He'll converge, and then I guess what I sort of look for, and you probably know better, is a better leaving P3.
Yeah, that's gonna be the ideal time. So you see here Justin Man getting the shield. And this is where it's going to eat up a little bit of time here. So you'll see your Ray Dude and Max Catchem start to catch up, technically, from a viewer standpoint, but we'll see where it starts ending up.
Who's John Wayne? Ray Dude has a pretty quick helmet head. See what he looks like. He's going to be around a hair shy of 31, leaving P2, which is also a pretty decent time.
Yeah, for top end runners, you want to try and get a sub 30 Palace 2, using that old route. And so you see here the walk that Justin Man's doing, taking the extra steps, so they will be able to walk straight towards King's Tomb. And they dodge the encounter and everything like that, going on the grass tile as well. So you see that's a lot more consistent walk.
That was an interesting choice by me. Looks like he's doing all right.
Yeah, so it looks like Justin Man's still in the lead. So Justin Man is in the lead because of the Palace 2 being able to go through there easily and everything.
Ray Dude's not far behind, but you can see he's got an encounter chain working, whereas Justin Man didn't have to worry about that.
Goes and takes an encounter right before King's Tomb. I don't know if that was on purpose or because he could have just walked straight into King's Tomb and not taken that encounter. Ooh, and Ray Dude gets the unlucky encounter right before entering Palace 3, which does happen, unfortunately. So Palace 3 will be quick, short Palace. The other thing that will determine who's in the lead really will be getting Reflect and the walk of the Green Mile, as we like. Green Mile is quite bad.
Oh. Sure. Oh, synced up. SRL viewer is, so it looks like I Love Lava is already part of the way through. And have a timer up, so it's hard to tell. There's Schmitty.
Yeah, it looks like they're syncing up Schmitty games here. Again, we're just looking for the top 3 times as for this opening round between all the runners, and they'll go on to face Ryak.
Oh, I've been saying React, but
Yeah, Ryak.
I'm not sure.
It's just like popped in my head. It's like, wait a minute, how do you... Schmitty does a little bit different in the leveling and everything, killing more enemies, and kind of need a little bit more XP and everything. So you'll see that happen as well.
Yeah, that would slow him down a little bit in here, huh? Just recently got sub 80. You can see him doing some safe strats in the hot lava room.
Yeah, Justin Man is 5th on the leaderboards, and the next highest racer out of all these would be Max Ketchum's at 16th on the leaderboards.
It's not going to be sub 36, but it's like Justin Man's got.
Yeah, Justin Man's still on a decent pace.
He's got a pretty good lead. Just about to enter the fight.
Yeah, so we'll see if Justin Man takes a late Fire Town or not, because that's going to be another thing that we'll have to go over here as well.
Yeah, he told me before the race he was going to.
So Justin Man will not be going to Firetown next. The rest of the racers probably will be going to Firetown. After Palace 5, you'll see lots of level ups, and the fanfare is basically cut in half if you take those level ups in a town. So if you're taking if you're getting the fire spell after Palace 5, it cuts down the time for all those level ups. But it takes a lot of skill to be able to get the encounter skip after.
Yeah, Justin went straight through, looks like.
And gets the fairy encounter, so that's gonna be encounter number, well, encounter number 1, but half an encounter. And gets the second one. So that's definitely time for the other runners to catch up right there.
Yeah, and that's one of the harder spots in the game. It's tough once you get a fairy or a random walk not to start you're kind of out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, and I want to say fairy is a lot more common in that area than anyone wants. I
think so. I wonder if it's just us remembering pain over pleasure, but
I've had lots of PBs ruined by that right there as a fairy and not getting the fence encounter skip.
Yeah. Well, you had a PB for a long time where you had almost like 40 seconds or something there, right?
Yeah, and my current PB, actually, I don't have the fence encounter skip, and I don't have Eco Key, so I have plenty of time to...
I know. Just a man having a bit of a rough time coming back, too.
Yeah, basically, for Zelda 2, it takes a lot of time and dedication to the game to be able to get a low time. Especially when you're talking about getting like probably the top 30. It takes a lot of time to really get it down and get different strategies down, learn the overworld strats, and learn basically just like a huge knowledge dump of the game.
It's I think one of the more optimized runs in speed gaming at this point. In a long time.
see Just Man still having quite a bit of a lead here over everyone. However, this is just the first race of 3, and there's still plenty of game left. So Just Man could take another death, not wanting. Could possibly game over since he did take the death in Palace 1. We'll have to see. Another thing we forgot to mention is on the force encounter skips, you're seeing runners basically just do sword stabs here. That'll basically set it up, if you do the 4 standing stabs, it'll basically set it up to where an encounter will seek in towards you. So you'll be able to basically guarantee a pattern that you want of not having to pause buffer and save a little bit of time there and everything. You also saw Just Man talking to the mailbox there, which is the same amount of skip that he needed as well. The way that works is basically just adding enough frames to manipulate the type of encounter that you get and the patterns that it will do. When you're adding that many frames, it makes it so it'll seek you instead of being like a random walk encounter is what we call.
Yeah, and that was the Godfather rep, sort of. And then Lordo made heavy use of it in the rerouting. That's the world record route now. It's been adopted by many.
Yeah, Lordo and Simple Dude are the 2 that mainly run that route. I believe Rez started running that route as well, with the double bubble and everything included. The standing stab delays, as well as the late fire town, though, has been slowly being added to whoever comes back and starts chasing their new PB with it.
Yeah, it's hard to make an argument against late fire. Because there's nothing really to learn except for, you just have to sharpen up your slinking.
Yeah, and it's at that point it's not dependent on RNG really for getting the offense encounter skip. It's basically dependent on your skill to be able to slink, which puts it completely on you, or like 90% on you instead of like 50%.
I didn't see Justin Man had his drops set up when he entered.
Yeah, we'll have to see when the next drop Justin Man gets to see if he has his drop set up for Eco Key, like possibly if he misses it and everything.
Oh!
Toenail jump. He really misses that jump and
I really wanted to say that magic. I guess he's trying to
save a death abuse is one thing. Yeah, since he already took 1 death and didn't pick up an extra 1 up. Gets the red jar, so that'll definitely.
That's life. I guess he'll ferry the item and then take the next death abuse and be even.
Yeah, most likely.
So, Firetown's worth about 70 seconds. I'm not sure where he entered though, but that's the lag you're seeing now. His lead isn't quite what it looks like at the moment. Oops.
Yeah, basically with the new route, it's like, okay, so you're doing this later, and you're doing this later.
Oh, you can.
So the lead will be not as big as you think.
Justin Man didn't get to ferry the item because he accidentally cast jump in the item room.
Yeah.
Swag strat.
He's just doing it just for lulz, you know? Give us something to talk about.
And he's back on track from that death he took earlier, so.
And probably after Palace 5 is... Well, do you still have all the streams up?
I Love Lava looks like it's doing pretty well, but it's hard to tell because of the timer on it. So it looks like aren't spread that far apart. See, Hippie and Tedzog are lagging a little bit, but everybody's pretty close.
So we possibly might have a race for third spot.
I would be surprised if we don't. Everybody's close enough to where, you know, a couple of missed skips and VOD or time, because it looks like a lot of folks are still doing River Dance. If they,
Yeah, because I was going to say, after Palace 5 and the Fence Encounter skip and River Dance is when I would think that's when we would see who would be possibly at the top.
yeah, with no more RNG to go.
Yeah.
To make on that sort of thing.
And we still have 2 more races after this. It'll be a 4-way race and then a race between the top 2 of that. So it'll definitely be another 4 hours? 4 hours of racing?
Well, 3.5-ish after this, but ish, right? 120 minutes a run. But we'll take a little break between each, so it's a full day of Zelda 2. The weekly race afterwards, usually organized by LHOT. Inspired from watching all this. It's a good outlet for you. Didn't make it in time for the tournament.
And again, these races are available to everyone, any skill level, brand new players, experienced players, and everything like that. The top runners won't always join them and everything like that because they are so often. And so, I mean, anyone basically has a chance. And the Zelda 2 community is very friendly, and we'll definitely check out new streamers and everything like that, give tips and everything if they want it. Always excited to see new.
Yeah, definitely one of the more welcoming communities, and always willing to help. Need to just hit any of us up, and we'll be glad to send you links to the Discord.
Yeah, Bad Breaks has definitely good food and beer advice. So which beers to buy and not to buy.
They're OG. Where is Rep? A tournament without the Godfather. 2, 3, 4, 5. Track is not great, but
yeah, normally I'm asleep during the day, but my sleeping schedule being all screwed up. This is when
well, I appreciate the help on comms. Nobody wants to listen to me talk for 5 hours straight. I don't even know if I'd know what to say. Like, yep.
Just talk about like, oh, there's the bubble problem. You know, bubble time.
Oh, somebody let the bubble out. Schmitty.
Just having all kinds of trouble there with all caused by that bubble eating up tons of time. That's the bubble you don't want to set free. The bubble you do want to set free is in Palace 6. Yeah, reset that screen if the bubble gets out is, I would say, actually good advice probably, because you're right there near the entrance.
Max is working his way through the worst possible room he could without jump. He
Just
got
the
there.
man gets Eco Key.
Gee, I hate that room.
Had a good banana curve.
Oh, did Justin do eco? Did he get it? I didn't see.
Just the man did get Eco. And gets a 200p bag, so definitely good on it.
Like, Ray Dude will be the next to finish. Didn't see what he queued up. He does eco key pretty regular, so he's watching a little bit and knows he's behind. But he is, so the way it looks at the moment.
Yeah, Zelda 2, still a better love story than Twilight. So Ray Dude coming up on, and does not get it. So we'll have to see if they have a red jar here. So one successful eco key so far. Max Ketchum's on next. Alright, so Max killing those ropes, moving in there. Casting.
Oh, Ray Dude with the 200 bag, so he's got a little work to do down here.
Max just chooses to cast Fairy and saying, screw that jump. See what Schmitty does. Schmitty usually goes for Eco Key.
Dude got a fairly quick Mago kill, so he's
Schmitty didn't
liking too
delay
much
it,
from
so should be misses the Eco Key as well. And Max, or no, Ray Dude having a bad block. Blocks are just like, oh, you think you can grab the key? Nope, not this time. Gonna block you again.
Max. Oh no! Looks like he gets a pretty good room, huh?
The hitbox on that key is a little bit lower, because I believe the key's hitbox, even on that one, it's like the lower part of the key. So if you're too high or too low, you won't.
He's got a little bit of a low life situation here.
Yeah, could possibly die in this room. And oop.
Oh.
All it would have taken is one bop from that MOA to kill Smitty, so
It's out there.
as some of the runners like to call it MOA Tumbo.
Dude looks like he's next to the flute. Low on life though.
Yeah, Ray Dude could possibly die at any moment.
If he grabs this jar on the way up instead of on the way back. Yeah. Oh no!
There's that death.
So grabbing that jar makes that room weird, right? Because you don't...
Yeah, ideally you just want to just try and get on the way back, and grabbing the jar, like going off your normal pattern is more bad than not. If you're used to getting it on the way back, just keep on trying to get it on the way back. If you're changing up your pattern, you're going to run into situations that you're not used to and scrape your muscle memory and everything.
So the way it works is if you've set your drops up like normal, eco key, a lot of times one of those skellies will be a drop up there if you so choose to kill it. You can get a jar before you go down if you're lucky.
Alright, so there goes Just the Man, leaving Palace 5. Just the Man, we go into Firetown next. And you'll hear the shorter fanfares.
Oh.
So you're used to the normal do 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 fanfare. Well, the fanfare when you level up in towns, you'll hear is a lot. So the leveling up that you'll see the other players and stuff get is longer. So that's just a guaranteed time save doing Late Firetown. The next thing you'll see here is after Just the Man talks to the fountain, gets some water, walks 12 steps to the right to the laziest NPC. You'll see them doing a kind of a little crazy walk here. And it's possibly pulling off a couple really good slinks to get an encounter. Unless fairies happen, fairies ruin everything. So we have 2 players that didn't break blocks.
Oh no, it takes a death.
Yeah, so Schmitty's taking another death there. Schmitty doesn't take all the death abuses in Palace 4, though, I don't believe. So, I mean, they're still fine on lives.
I had 3 left, so... He saved a couple.
So first link,
I'm not sure where Red Dude is, though.
Yeah, first link, Just the Man gets it. Second one gets the encounter. And it looks like they're going to try it one more time and not going to get it. They're going to try it for a third time. Nope, they're just going straight encounter. Honestly, what I always advise, just if you don't get it the first time, just keep on going. And then you're talking about like maybe a 2 to 3 second time save instead, and it's not really, in my opinion,
Was not correct in the town.
Yeah,
I didn't see what he leaving.
Yeah, because he talked to the mailbox, or no, he didn't do the talk to the mailbox. Yeah, the
Got to
stabs
do the
and
rep
sign,
route,
and he didn't do either, I believe. Yeah. So basically, I believe you want 4 letters when you're talking to the mailbox, or you want to do 4 or 5.
Three will work. It just says well. W-E-L.
I always do WELC whenever I've done it, but
Yeah. I need 3.
so as you can see, Just a Man's still in the lead though. Yeah, the times I was practicing it when I did WEL, sometimes the first encounter would not be correct. So it seemed like if you do WEL and like do it too early, then you might not get the correct encounter.
I don't know. That's my route. I've never had trouble with it, but maybe I should start doing the C.
Yeah, the stabs are always correct, no matter what. So. So you see here, Ray Dude about to go into the cave, and so Ray Dude definitely in the second place here. Let me check the other runners. You still have them up? Alright, so let's see here.
I Love Lava is stream or their stream. They appear to be in town already.
Yeah, so it looks like possibly Just a Man, then Ray Dude, then in between I Love Lava and Max Catchins.
Yeah, it's hard to tell though, because there's no timer. He's ahead, or it's a syncing thing with.
The real question is, who is I Love Lava?
It's not Highlander. I already asked, so.
Wait, so you did ask and they wouldn't answer?
Yeah, I DM'd him before it started, because you know naturally you'd assume, but
Yeah, naturally you'd assume Highlander. And they have 0 followers, it's following 0. So it'll be interesting if I Love Lava takes this whole tournament, if they want to do an interview afterwards and reveal their identity. Like, who is Racer X?
be somebody trying to holes in the system, but I don't know.
We know it's not simple, dude, because they're not in the leads.
They're not done already, so it's not
Yeah.
him. Well, I'm on the board.
Yeah, I Love Lava. Looks like they were having a little bit of a lag, a little bit when I was watching that earlier.
It's jumping back and forth. The stream's a little funny. Or their stream.
So again, could be Highlander.
Pro encounter race. To get to encounter wins. What's this?
Yeah, last person to get an encounter wins. I mean, I have always said let's do the 100% extreme hard mode or 110% category where you cannot skip any encounters, and you have to pick up every red jar and every red jar spot at least once, and visit every P bag spot as well.
Yeah.
So it's the true 100%. You'll probably end up with 888. If not, 888 is still required as well.
There's one around that pond, isn't there? Outside of Firetown?
Yes, there is a red jar in between Palace 5 and Firetown in the little desert area right there.
Is it? Okay.
Justin Man choosing not to cast jump and going across there, toenail jumping. No, 999 is a separate category, Lord. We were talking about an attack 9 and an attack 10 as well. This man having a little bit of trouble at WizCon there. Definitely seems like Justin Man, Max Catchins, and Ray Dude very close.
It looks like Schmitty and Tweak are right on top of each other as well.
Let's check in I Love Lava.
Oof.
Technically, I Love Lava could possibly be right behind Justin Man.
Yeah.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But they signed up in the challenge as well?
Did. One of the first people to sign up, really. It was Highlander.
It's like trying to think who all would be I Love Lava. There's be Highlander, possibly Ray EA Ray Lewis would troll like that. But I don't think he would come back.
Fire strats in the raw room for anybody. Strat is terrifying but awesome.
What about Anti-85? Would they be I Love Lava?
They would be his skill level.
Dig Shake? Could possibly. Whoever they are, I'll be disappointed if they don't like randomly come in and say, "It is I." It was me, Dio, all along.
Cheese ball.
Alright, so here we go. Palace 6 exited for Ray Dude and Max Ketchum's right here, really close. So we'll have to end up seeing how VOD goes for each of these players. Dustman still has quite a lead, but all it takes is one lava death for Justin Man to possibly panic.
Valley of Mega Death. And go to hell.
99 ways to die in Valley of Death.
Be a good one. Oh,
So Justin Man misses that encounter. And second... Oh! Luckily he doesn't get bit by that Moa. Gets the down stab on him. Ooh, and I don't think he pressed up in time, but that is the ideal path. Oh, yeah, Justin Man did not press up in time. That's technically the best RNG you could get, other than getting a fairy encounter and getting in. But Justin Man did not press up.
that would have made up for that juke on the first skip.
Yeah, it definitely would have. Oh, gets hit by the coconut. These are not a lovely bunch of coconuts in this room. And Max is Max nice today. Scorpion Max is not nice, shooting the fireball. And you see, Redude and Max Ketchum's like basically neck and neck.
Schmitty's a ways back. I think we're going to have I Love Lava up in his place here shortly.
Yeah, I believe the race is between Justin Man and I Love Lava right now.
Really, it's top three, so the
other problem is I Love Lava doesn't have a timer up.
Yeah, that makes it rough.
So we can't really tell you who's in the lead technically. We'll have to go by SRL.
Well, as it looks, we've got Justin Man and I Love Lava probably moving on unless something happens, and then Max and Raydude are fighting it out for much. Raydude had a...
I'm just gonna pull up a multi-twitch between I Love Lava and Justin Man to see. Probably a more even comparison just doing those two like that. Yeah, going by the splits and everything, I would say I Love Lava slightly behind. Just by looking at like the multi-twitch and stuff, but I mean it honestly is close enough to where it could be between those two runners. RCO will definitely decide that. So looks like we're competing between the players here on the screen for who will be the three to move on and face Riot. Who is the Mystery Eraser? We're
intrigued with our Zelda 2.
We do know Highlander and Rep are both not here. Has Rep secretly been practicing?
This would be a pretty big PB for Rep, though.
Unos, yes,
What
Unos. Unos actually could be possible too.
Yeah.
And it would be a good PB for Unos. Same with Dig Shake too. I mean, either one of these. I would say Dig Shake, Unos, Anti-85, Highlander are the probably most 4 likely candidates. Oh no, I could say Rez too, but I don't think it's high enough quality stream for Rez. The game looks a little bit too low quality for Rez's taste.
Man on his way down. Drop.
He's just the man with the death abuse. I love lava. If they don't go into the lava, I'm gonna be up. I'm disappointed. They said they love lava and they don't take the death abuse. Shame. I mean, I get why, you know, but
That puts him pretty well lined up with.
yeah, honestly,
Justin.
if Justin Man doesn't get a 1 cycle, and I Love Lava does, which I Love Lava does, see, that's all it takes. Honestly, I Love Lava might finish first. We'll see how Shadowlane goes. Suspicious. Lordo, is that you playing I Love? And you're just typing in chat the whole time too. No, I didn't do the double bubble. Clearly, I Love Lava. This is the new PB submission that they've just like the first time they played the game.
One-hand speed typer.
This is going to be really close. Do we have an SRL timer? Does SRL say who finished first and second?
I Love Lava said
Sub-second tie?
tied, yeah.
So
Well, it doesn't even matter, right? To move on.
Yeah, to move on, these are 2. Did they seriously get a tie?
They'd even face each other anyway in the final brackets, so it doesn't even matter for seeding.
Alright, I Love Lava is first on SRL.
Yeah, looks like it.
But the time, like the actual
down.
like time on SRL was tied.
Oh.
So there's your top 2, and it looks like Max Ketchums is probably going to be 3rd.
Yeah, full life. Fighting Dark Link. And there he is. Gray dude not far behind. Will be the case.
Yeah, both finish at 118.12. That's crazy.
Dead tie for 1 and 2 as far as SRL is concerned.
And then looks like after this we'll have Tweak and then Dark Magician.
All right, so in the next round, we will have I Love Lava versus Justin Man, and versus the defending champ Riek. He's done with a 21:07. Good showing.
So definitely GG's to the racers here and everything. Looks like a Tweak. Yeah, Tweak's about to, or Dark Magician's about to finish up. Tweak's about to...
Gang's rounding out. Tweak with a 21:24.
Who is I Love Lava? Will they take this tournament?
Highlander said it wasn't him. Are we on?
Did what Highlander in chat or?
Oh, I'm in the race room trying to figure out. I asked I Love Lava who he was.
So
Or
NT85 and Rez both have RGB modded NESs, and it doesn't look like it's RGB modded. Maybe it's Feasel.
And they're not going to tell us.
Exactly. I noticed these things. I'm going to figure out who is I Love. So if we go and look at the leaderboard, it's not Rove. It didn't look like a keyboard run.
Rob hadn't played in a while. Plus, he's on emulator.
Yeah, so that'd be like an RGB modded. Link Hero of Twitch? Could it be El Hot?
B? Well, he was in chat. Several sentences that were fairly long to be typing.
Could be Light, possibly. I could see Light trolling a little bit.
Did send them an invite and they never responded. Might be.
Cantaloupe Me, I believe, is on a plane, so...
All right, so we will be ready to go again.
Yeah, Max Ketchums, you are in the next race. You did move on. You're the number... Yeah, this Max Ketchums finished third. It's Justin Man, I Love Lava, and Max Ketchum. And then those three against Ryak, the previous tournament's winner. Yeah, do we know if any of the racers want to take a quick break or anything like that?
I asked. I'm going to assume a couple of minutes. I'm just going to start the next room, and then
Let them ready up.
we'll ready up as they're ready.
Go ahead and join that as well.
She's up. Fine. What's up, Kelsey? Really, 10 minutes or so, max, for the next one. I got the room up already.
Yeah, so it'll just be a short time while we get all the racers and everything ready to race. And the new SRL.
Yeah, so that was, oh man, I wish we had I Love Lava up there a little bit longer. It was hard to tell though, with the no timer. Say they'd put a timer up for us in the next run. So they're probably stripping all their...
Yeah, stripping all their normal timer stuff to make sure they're more of a mystery still. Because, well, I'm not going to say anything, because that might give it away too, what they use for a timer.
We'll see a blank W split here coming. Yeah, but that's good. Here we are. With the raid. It was a good run for Schmitty too. It was really highly contested. Yeah, we'll have just a short break here, and then we'll have the semifinals. That'll be Max, Ketchums. Play some Mega Man in the interim. And then this is our mystery man, I Love Lava. And the two winners will go on for the finals. Have the next tournament named after the winner. I don't know anything about Mega Man 5. This looks cool though. What's up, Ender? We never did figure it out. Skill level. Yeah, I asked Highlander though in the chat. I DM'd him before this whole thing. He said it wasn't him. That was my assumption when I saw him on the board. Everybody's... Uh-oh, where's I Love Lava? Oh, there he is. Right, so I'm probably gonna take a quick little break here myself. Be right back.
All right, and I'm back. So Jay Blue taking a quick break, so I will entertain you. So you see Max Ketchum's here playing Mega Man 5. I believe Mega Man 5, you have a charge shot. Yeah, that was added. Mega Man's 1 through 6 on the NES, of course. All classics. Honestly, the what I think would make a great rando for the Mega Man series is Mega Man 1 through 6 rando, where you randomize each level of or randomize Wily's tower, and also randomize which bosses you have, and randomize their weaknesses. I think that would make for a great rando. But yeah.
And I can never remember which ones have what weakness anyway, so it's always randomized. J Brew acquired. Anyway. Yeah, do you run anything else?
I have, let's see, I'm number 2 in Karate Kid, number 3 in Ghouls.
Wow.
And then a whole bunch of other random games. Because I've done a big 20, so I know like the games that we had to complete from there. Which one of them was Mega Man 1, which I'm not too good at, but yeah, Barbie Supermodel, I still have a world record for good ending. The actual game completion of Barbie Supermodel, I still have a world record for that. The any percent category, Barbie Super Model, it's on the Super Nintendo. It's basically completing all the stages and game overing is the any percent that they have listed. But so technically, to complete the game, you have to get 5,000 points, which that's the category I try and keep world record.
Wow. You have to game over to beat the game?
I don't think originally those people knew that there's an actual, so they just put it up at 90%. So I don't know.
Everybody cropped in here and then be ready to go and get the sweet background gaming made for us. Pretty cool looking, I thought.
It's the verse after undress is imagination, life at your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
There we go. Now our defending champ is in the upper left corner.
It's all a one-day tournament. So basically, it's all the entrants competing for the top times in the first round. The second round is the top 3 versus the previous tournament's champion. which is, and then the final round will be the finals, where it's the top 2 times. So these 4 racers are competing for the finals. So we'll see what happens. We have a mystery contestant with I Love Lava. So we're waiting to see if I Love Lava does in fact take this, if they will come in to chat with us.
The W split empty timer.
It's W split. Okay, so that narrows it down a whole lot.
Is it? I mean, I use W split, just a regular timer for.
So basically, there's the default, the fonts and everything like that. Lots of different runners use different fonts. Lots of runners will just use not use W split. So that's like the W split default font and everything like that. So my bet is it's Highlander.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting pretty close.
I've watched Highlander race enough. That's the font Highlander uses on their timer. So my bet's Highlander.
Yeah. Well, so here we go. Semifinals starting now.
Okay.